I was talking about some of the upgrades that we've done to the tent, and this is what we've been up to. I've added the mesh storage units above, 2 of them. I just simply drilled through the flooring and put some stainless fender washers and some 1/4-20 hardware through there to support it. And this is something that you can actually remove again if you want. It's removable. If they wear out, if they get damaged, if for any reason you don't want them, or you want to add additional accessories, it's not a big deal to do it. The other thing we added is some LED lighting. On the previous tent, we put strip lighting in that was glued with, at a 3M backing, and it didn't seem to hold up well on the temperature. It started to peel off. I added some more 3M spray adhesion to it. Same problem. This time around, we decided to take the plunge, so to speak, and I actually drilled and recessed under-counter LED lighting from Lee Valley. A little bit more than I wanted to pay, but something I didn't want to do over again, so I wanted to make sure the quality was good. Lee Valley backs up everything that they sell, so that's what we've done. So we've added 2 LED lights underneath, and the other thing we've added, I'll show you in a little while, is the straps for buckling down. They've been quite good. And of course, Wild Coast Tents now offers this storage unit that comes with it. Great for shoes. The back has some straps that can hold it on the back of the ladder. I've flipped it around this way just because the way our family is, we get halfway up the ladder when we want to take the shoes off. And so it's a little bit easier for us. If you have the annex and the floor in, then I could see flipping it around the other way. But this will fold up with the tent, and the straps for holding the ladder still go through it, and that'll hold quite fine the way it is. I actually kind of like it. It's a good idea. It's one of the accessories I'm happy to see that it's come out with the tents. Storage has always been a little bit of an issue, but there's been quite a few good improvements on it. Anyway, I've talked about that one enough already. So this is the 3rd generation rooftop tent from Wild Coast Rooftop Tents. This one's called the Big Sky. Obviously because of the 2 skylights it has in it. These skylights, they have no-see-um that you can zip open, and you have clear plastic in the rainfly above. Now the rainfly can be removed. You can have just the no-see-um, and then you've got the regular covering. But this is brilliant. I'm quite excited to use this in a good thunderstorm or on a good clear night when you can see the stars. It's fantastic improvement, and I'm curious to see how it does with venting some of the heat out of the tents on a hot summer day as well. With the dark rainfly, sometimes these develop a little bit of excess heat during the day. There's been a lot of other improvements behind me. You can see another window has been added to the fly going outside, and that's nice for some more view. It's also got the privacy screen that can be zip closed. The safety pole for when you get into the tent coming up the ladder, this has been upgraded. The previous one I wouldn't have trusted with my life. What else have they done in here? The mattress. Finally, mattress has a waterproof vinyl covering over the bottom and the sides. That's to help with any kind of condensation buildup below so the mattress doesn't get wet. If you did get a little bit of rain leaking in, say you left the window open or something, that'll help. The liner also unzips, so you can actually, I think, wash this. Really good idea. I'm betting that's Trish's idea. Good idea. What else is new in here? Quality. The overall quality of the tent has gotten a lot better. Particularly, I noticed the zippers. The improvement on the zippers has been fantastic. The 1st generation tent, which I had previously, the zippers were kind of cheap, putting it mildly. I wasn't impressed with the zippers at all. I was actually kind of worried about them, but they've held up for 3 years of good use, so I really can't complain about them other than you just kind of knew they weren't a very good zipper. The zippers on this tent now, much better improvement, particularly the heavy zipper that holds the travel fly in place, the travel cover. That has been a huge improvement, very heavy duty. The grommets that previously the what they call the springs, which is the poles that hold the awnings out from the tent, they used to be or they used to go through a grommet. That grommet was actually a metal grommet that was brass plated, and what I found is over time they started to rust, which is not really what you want. I see now that they've been replaced by pockets, so there's no grommet. It's basically a pocket that opens up, you can put the rods through. That's a nice improvement. The grommets that they do have on the tent, I notice, are now brass instead of brass plated steel. Thank you very much. That was I know all of this adds to the cost, initial purchase cost of the tent, but I have to say you really have to have it. Otherwise you're selling yourself short with a cheaper tent. You do get what you pay for, to be quite honest. What else is new in here? There are less of the bungees that help pull the fabric into the center when you fold. I'm not sure yet if that's good or bad. Time will tell on that one, but there was, I think previously there were 6 of them. I think there were 6. Now we have 4, and I have not had any problems folding up the tent. I've only had it open now 3 times. This is actually the 3rd time I think that we've had it open. And the floor, I'll show you that some from below, but that's been replaced now with checker plate aluminum. It's roughly 1/8 thick checker plate aluminum floor. I really like that. The previous floors were sort of a light aluminum sheet going over top of the aluminum frame and the styrofoam that goes in there. Although it structurally is fine and it's done for weight, it just by appearance it didn't look good. This tent looks really good, and the finishing details are much better. I don't have sewing threads sticking out of seams. They've taped all the seams on the inside. Everything's been waterproofed. It's all ripstop nylon. I think that they have come a long way in 4 years of selling these tents. I'm very impressed with this tent. This is definitely a high quality tent, and being sold out of Nova Scotia on the east coast of Canada here, brilliant. Long overdue to have a good distributor for quality rooftop tents. All right, now we'll have a look at some other stuff.